Hello everyone and very welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelica. Today I am going to do another of these would I buy it again videos. I have just one up on my channel, but it was so much fun to do this, and this is a video idea from Dolly Mama Beauty, so I will leave her down below, so check her out. She's wonderful. She loves eyeshadow palettes, she loves colorful makeup, and she does these like would I buy it again if a palette would release today, a palette you already own. So I picked up 5 palettes here that I'm going to talk about if I will buy it again if they were released today. But if this is the first time here, very welcome. I'm so happy you found me, and yeah, this channel is almost all about makeup. I love eyeshadow palettes. I love face makeup, I love everything about makeup, I love neutral makeup, I love colorful makeup, I love everything in between. And if you enjoy makeup content, if you want a place just to relax, have a good time, this is a place to be. So don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, with that being said, let's go into this video. So as I said, Dolly Mama Beauty, will leave her down below. She's wonderful, and I have palettes in my collection, and some of them I bought a long time ago, and now I have a different style. Maybe I have another, like I have more palettes, and maybe some of these palettes I wouldn't buy again if they were released, and some of them I definitely would. So that is what we're gonna discuss today. I have 5 palettes in front of me, and yeah, we're gonna start with the first one. I just picked randomly palettes in my collection, so this is the Colourpop Meant to Be. This, I don't know when it was released, but this is an all pastel minty palette. You can see it's quite light. You have a darker matte here, but other than that, it's quite like light and very minty, as you can see. And would I buy this again? I actually would, because I don't have, this is the only like minty palette I have. I have minty shades in other palettes, but if I want to grab like a minty green, I would have to think about, I think about this one, but if I don't have this one, I have to think about which palette has a minty green, and I have so many palettes, and I totally forgot where those minty shades are in the palettes. So I actually grab this from time to time, and I think it's a beautiful palette, and I would definitely buy it again because I feel like it is a fun palette. It makes me happy, and yeah, it's an all minty palette, and I feel like I want to have that in my collection. Next up, we have this one. This is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. This one I actually bought on a sale, and it was kind of like I bought it just because it was cheap. But then I started to actually use it a little bit more. I bought it and then I used it like 2 times, and then I just put it away, but then I started to use it again, and I feel like I really like this palette. I feel like I grab it from time to time, but would I buy it today if this were released today? No, I wouldn't, because I have baritones, I have shades like this, and I don't think the shimmers in the Naked palettes, or I just have one, do I have 2 more? Oh, 1 more, I think. But in that one and this one, I don't think the shimmers are that good. The mattes are good though, but the shimmers, I have better palettes for that. And I feel like it's not unique enough in my collection to buy this, and it's quite expensive with Urban Decay as well. But I do love this front though with the cherries, and I do enjoy this because I have it in my collection, but I wouldn't buy it again if it was released today. And then I have this one. This is the Kaleidos Flower Punk palette. And this is a really cool palette because it is like a mirror here, and the artwork is just amazing. And it's actually magnetized. I'm just gonna show you this here as well. I mean, look at that artwork. It actually is, you can take the lid off, and you have like a mirror here, but you can take it off, but you can also like put it like this if you want to like do like that. And I think that is a really cool design. And this is the color story, guys. I will say I haven't used it that much. I feel like yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't think these minty shades go well with this, but you can also do like just these shades or these and this. I love the greens here, super beautiful. Would I buy it again though? Yes, probably, because I love Kaleidos, and if they come out with a very fun palette, because I think this is a fun palette, I would buy it again. I mean, I would buy it. I would be tempted to buy it. But I haven't used it that much. I have used the green the most, and I would buy it for the greens. I wouldn't buy it for the minty shades or the pinks, because that is not unique in my collection. But these, especially this shade, is amazing. So I would buy it again, but probably would be like as it is today, that I just use the green ones, the half of the palette most. But I feel like also it is like a collector thing. I mean, I don't have every single palette from Kaleidos, but I do support the brand and I do love their formulas, and I think this is a really fun palette. So now we have a really old palette here. I took out this one, and this is the Pinky Rose Obsessed palette. They did 3 palettes. I have them all 3, and I think they are sister and brothers, like, and they did a palette each. So this is the Obsessed. I think the artwork of this is just amazing, and this is how it looks like. This is super colorful, but also you have some neutrals here. I mean, you have this brown, you have this one, and this one, and yeah, and you also have some really bright shades here. I think it's a really fun palette. They are very unique, these 3 palettes, and I am so happy I own them, because I haven't decluttered them, because I feel like they are so much fun. But would I buy it again if this were released today? No, I wouldn't, because now I feel like when these came out, this was so unique color story. I mean, you didn't see this a lot, like these bright shades with some neutrals and this mix of colors in a palette. I feel like that was very unique when it came out. Now I feel like a lot of indie brands looks like this. I mean, palettes. When I see makeup releases, I mean, I see these color stories all the time. So I feel like I'm a little bit tired of it. I wouldn't be super like inspired if I saw a palette that looks like this, so I wouldn't buy it actually. And I have so many bright colors, I have neutrals, so I need to see if I'm gonna buy something today, it have to be more unique or something that I feel like I'm gonna use a lot. This one I wouldn't use a lot, I feel like, but it is super pretty and I still have it in my collection because I do love it. But yeah, I wouldn't buy it again. And now for the last palette, guys. The most beautiful palette in my collection, and it's from Lunar Beauty, and it's the Moon Spell palette. This is the first one. They have like Moon Spell 2 or something. Just take a look at this. This is like a book. I can't get over how freaking beautiful this is. I mean, you open it up like that, and this is the actual palette. I mean, you have probably already seen it. I mean, it looks like a real book here. He did a great job with this palette, let me tell you that. And this is the palette, guys. Let's see if I can hold it up so you can see. I mean, it is stunning. Maybe I can hold it up like this. It's better. This is a beautiful palette. This is a nice color story that speaks to me, and that is unique enough in my collection that I definitely would buy this again. Especially for the packaging, but also here inside, I feel like it's very inspiring. You have this row of purples and you have some neutrals here that I really love, and you have like green and blue. And yeah, I like this, like I like the layout of these like rows here, that you can see the colors. It's not just randomly thrown in there, it's actually like row by row you can see, and I really love that. It makes me want to use it, and yeah, it is good quality as well. I haven't used it for a while though, because I have had this as a display so I have forgotten about it a little bit, but maybe I will take it out now actually and use it, because I feel like it is it is a stunning, stunning palette. I would definitely buy this again. Okay guys, there were all the 5 palettes I had for you today. I will try to link up here in the card and down below the other video I did on this, if I would buy it again. And tell me down below guys, do you own any of these palettes? Do you like them? So thank you for being here and have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care guys, bye!